Hello everyone, my name is Akim Yaya from Kimber Software Solution. Today we will be talking about modulus. What is modulus? Modulus is an operator that holds the remainder of the division between two numbers. When two numbers are being divided, the remainder is what we call modulus in programming. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how we can use modulus in programming. So let's quickly launch our Visual Studio so that I'm going to show you how you can use modulus. And in this program, we are going to be developing a simple program that is going to dictate if a number entered by the user is an even number or is an odd number. So let's create a new project, and we can rename that project to let's name it even and odd number. So from this point, we are just going to arrange this our form. We have the form border style. We have to change it. I want them to resize it. Change it to fixed. So let's remove the maximize button rather. We'll change it to false. Then let's make sure it's displayed at the middle, which is center screen. That is the start position, should be center screen. Then we will need some controls. Such controls include the label, the text box, and the button. So the label will describe what the user should enter into the text box, while the text box will hold the value which the user enter into the text box, and the button will trigger the event that is to be done. So the first thing, I'm going to bring in a text box. So next, I'm going to bring in a label. Just type in the name of label, then click on enter. Once you click on enter, it's already on your form. So I'm going to rearrange this label, then change the label to enter a number. That is the label text, enter a number. So enter a number will be displayed on the screen. So I'm going to change the font to bold and the size to 14. You can drop it here. So I'm going to increase the text box size by putting to 14. So now we need to change the name of the text box to tstnum. So I will be using it in our code, tstnum. So I need a button for the event handler that is going to be clicked by the user. So now from this button, I can change the name of the button to be btn get. Now I can change the text to be get result. So back color, I can change the background color. I can change it to be orange. Yes, let's change it to be orange. So I can change the font size to be 12 and I make it bold. Then the font color, which is the color of the font, I can change it to white. Then now the flat style is on standard. I don't want it. I want it to be flat. Good. Now from this application, once the user click on this get result, anything being entered into this text box, the program is going to check if what is entered into this text box, if the number entered is an even number or an odd number. So let's double click on the get result to write our code. Now if you could remember what I said about variable, we use variable to store a particular value which will be used by the program. So now from this place, I want to collect a particular information from the user. What will I do? I'll declare the variable that will help me to hold that and do the calculation for me. So now I'm going to select that. I'm going to create that variable, which is int number num is equals to. Now I'm going to convert it int.parse the first number, which is that number we created, tst num, that text box dot text. So now I've converted what the user entered into this text box to an integer. So now I can now declare a modulus. I can just say mode equals to, now this mode, I want this mode to do the calculation and hold the final result into mode. Now that final result is what I will now use conditional statement to check if the final result here is equal to 0. That means there is no remainder. But if it is not equal to 0, if it is equal to any other number, that means there is remainder, which makes it to be an odd number. So now from here we'll now say mode is equals to, now this num, the number entered, don't forget, num, even number are number that can be divided by 2. So now the number entered, modulus means divide with a remainder divided by 2. That will give me the mode. Num equals to this number. let me use just like this. Mode equals to num percentage 2, meaning num divided by 2 without a remainder or with a remainder. So mode should hold it. So this means num modulus 2 should be assigned to mode. So now after we've done that calculation, we are going to use a conditional statement to check if now if that mode that is being held here, if the mode, after we've done the calculation, the next thing is to check if the mode is equals to 0. That is, if this mode is equals to 0, do something. And what do you want it to do? Just say message box dot show the number entered is an even number. So now let's just copy this. So now that is if this is equals to 0, that is that means it's an even number. That means any number entered divided by 2, the remainder is 0. That means it's an even number, that it has no remainder. But if the number is not equals to 0, that is, if the number is equals to 1, 2, or any other thing, so meaning there's a remainder, and that makes it an odd number. So from this place, I will now say else. Else, so you put the condition, the statement inside the block. Else, the number entered is an odd number. So from this program, you find out that we use if condition, and I'm very sure I've not told you guys about conditional statement before, which we are going to, I have told you as we are learning. When we see any new syntax, I'm going to explain it. And this conditional statement is as simple as your normal real life statement. For instance, if you as a farmer, if you want to give yourself a conditional statement on how you make your move today, what will you do? You ask yourself, if it rains today, then I will go to farm tomorrow. But if it doesn't rain today, I won't go to farm tomorrow. So that is where the conditional statement comes in. If it rains today, I'll go to farm, else I won't go to farm tomorrow. That is, if it doesn't rain, I'm not going to farm. Likewise here, if mode is equals to 0, then do this. Else, if it is not equals to 0, then do this. So that is just the simple logic about conditional statement. So in our next tutorial now, I'll be showing you guys how we can use conditional statement for very long input, for very long comparison statements. For instance, if we want to compute student grade, how you need to use conditional statement to compute it, and everything will be in tally. There won't be any mistake by the compiler. Once the condition is being met, it just go there and pick what is related to that condition and display to the user. So that is just what conditional statement does. It helps you to arrange your statements based on conditions. So this conditional statement is what we'll be checking on our next tutorial. So please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also ensure you click on the notification button so that we can always notify you when our new videos is being released. So thank you very much, and also stay tuned to our channel. So sorry, before we go, I'm going to run this application so that you guys will see how it works. So we'll click on the start for it to run. So after it runs, now, let's just close this. Let's close this. I think I don't need it again. Also, let's close this. Close this. Close this. Now you can see this our application here. Enter a number. Once I enter maybe 3 and I click on get result, it's going to tell me the number entered is an odd number. So that means I enter a very large number that I don't even know how to work. So the number entered is an even number, you see. So if I enter this into 10, the number entered is an odd number. So this application, no matter which number you enter, even if it is a very big and huge number, is going to still detect it as an even number or an odd number. So thank you very much for your time. I will implore you guys to always subscribe to our YouTube channel and also click on the notification button. Don't forget. Thank you very much.